UFC 255, Mike Perry lost to Tim Means via unanimous decision. Here's how the MMA community reacted to the fight. Megan Anderson tweeted, Tim Means with a beautiful striking clinic. Absolute veteran and on short notice too. Bilal Muhammad tweeted, great fight by the Dirty Bird, boxing so good. Brian Barberina tweeted, that was a good one. Aljamain Sterling tweeted, what a fight. Ah man, did that just take fight of the night from Joban and Gooden? Great fights tonight. Eddie Alvarez tweeted, great fight. All these guys will meet in the waiting room for the CAT scans tonight. Gonna be a packed room. And Darren Till tweeted, I should have been in that corner. Unlucky Mike.
Double champion, look. This is a picture, look. Double champion. Double champ too?
A 3-round welterweight bout between Michel Pereira vs Kaos Williams has been targeted for UFC 256. Michel Pereira is coming off a submission win over Zelim Imadaev, and Kaos Williams is coming off a KO win over Abdul Razak Alhassan. A 3-round women's flyweight bout between Andrea Lee vs Gillian Robertson has been targeted for a UFC card on December 12th. Andrea Lee is coming off a unanimous decision loss to Roxanne Modafferi, and Gillian Robertson is coming off a unanimous decision win over Poliana Botelho. Michael Bisping on the Believe in Me podcast gives his thoughts on the featherweight matchup between Max Holloway versus Calvin Kattar.
I was just bringing up Calvin Kattar's record. Yeah, his last fight was that win over Dan Ige. I commentated that one, and then he knocked out Jeremy Stephens, 22-4. I mean, listen, Calvin Kattar's really, really good. So against, who's he fighting again? Oh, Max Holloway. That's going to be a banger of a fight, you know, and it's a tricky one for both of those people because Max Holloway, of course, lost his belt to Volkanovski, had the rematch. And both fights were ridiculously close. We had Volkanovski on here. You know, funnily enough as well, I watched that interview back that we did with Volkanovski. I didn't pick it up at the time, but he was dropping a lot of negativity my way for thinking that Max won, which, you know, I was just being honest and truthful. But, so for Max, he wants to be the champion again. He was a long-time champ. But now he's got to go through somebody like Calvin Kattar, and it's not an easy fight for him. Same thing on the flip side. Calvin Kattar is close to a title shot. The body of work that he has and the people that he's beaten lends itself towards those kind of conversations. So, you know, it's a very, very tough fight what he's going to have to fight, Max Holloway. See, this is the thing. When I was fighting, and then I wanted to fight Anderson Silva when he was the champ, you know what I mean? But then he lost. And I'm like... You tell me, like, somebody had to, it wasn't me, but imagine having to fight Anderson Silva when he just lost to Chris Weidman. You know what I mean? Whereas if you beat him, you become the champion of the world. But now the fight's just as hard. Yeah, right. But you don't get the reward. You don't get to be champion of the world. So right now, Calvin Kattar is going to go out and beat Max Holloway, which is an incredibly tough fight. And had it been a year ago, he'd be the undisputed champion of the world.
Saturday workout out here with the boys. The Samoa champion.
All right, Doc, man. It's been a good time. Appreciate it.
Definitely, man.
Coming back. Man, it's helping right here.
Come back to Miami, please.
Dana White, the UFC 255 post-fight press conference, speaks on Deiveson Figueiredo's win over Alex Perez.
Yeah, he looked incredible tonight. He's fun to watch. He can knock you out. He can submit you. And the guy's he's got that meanness to him. When he comes into fight, you know, he's fun. Yeah, I mean, you never know what people, if you don't like this guy, stop watching fights. You need to find a new hobby if you don't like watching him. Yeah, well, this kid is so much different. I mean, he's mean. This kid's mean. He comes in with bad intentions, and he looks like he's got bad intentions. And I think people gravitate toward those type of fighters more. And let's see if he can go on a run, you know, that can make the kid a legend. I mean, he's got all the tools, and that, like I said, he can knock you out, he can submit you, and he's a scary little dude, man.
Valentina Shevchenko at the UFC 255 post-fight press conference speaks on a win against Jennifer Maia.
Feel so good, feel great. I'm happy that now I can say I'm back like 100%. and I don't want to wait anymore, like long time layoff without fighting. So I'm ready to get back and have another title defense. On my training camp, we tested my body for like the full power, and I knew for sure it's gonna do everything needed. That's why it took a little bit, like few months more, to be sure that I will be back like 100%. But I knew it's gonna be everything fine. But now I know it more. It was not kind of like there is some dangerous situations sometimes, and you are like, oh, this is a bad situation, and I don't know how to escape from this. And I was like kind of like testing, probably seeing how it feels, how it's look, and I was like, okay, there is no damage in here, but I was like in my mind, but it's not good position for you, get out from there and never go back. I train my coach Pavel, he every time trained me to do anything. On our training camp we work stand-up, ground, wrestling, and when the time of the fight, I let my body to pick the technique, what it wants to bring the victory. So it picked a lot of takedowns. I don't have any doubt in my ground game. First, I don't have any doubt to have in my stand-up game and wrestling game as well. That's why I don't feel a fear to go in some positions that I don't like, because I like them all. I don't have just fear. I feel very confident on the ground, stand-up, wrestling. That's why, how I said before, I let my body to pick what technique it wants to use to bring the victory. And I knew I test her, I test Jennifer's skills, and I knew I can do it. That's why I went for it. I would say she was very good to hold me as a cage, because it's like, there is different body types of any people, and her body type, it's like has a lot of natural power, right? But it doesn't mean that it was kind of like hard for me there, but it was just hold. There is no damage, there is no nothing, just hold. And I was like, okay, you want to hold, whatever, I will strike you.
Nice. Nice, beautiful, good.